mean that, family. Our youths, our young ones, our children, we need them, redeem them, and clean them. You see them, or else the enemy will come and scheme them. Family. I mean that, family. Education for the nation that's full of salvation, biology, astronomy, and African theology, geography. Family. I love that, family. Whatever the age or the stage, that youth will be engaged with tutorials, activities, and videos from the studios of the Priest Isaac Institute of Holistic Knowledge. Family.
The International Homeschool Program is designed and recommended for all ages. The psychological state of our children is very important, especially in the environment that most of us live in. The International Homeschool Program provides online classes, activities, and videos that are fun for the youth and edifies them of their African heritage as well as the higher sciences. To enroll your family today, visit www.priestisaacinstitute.com, go to the main website, and search for Youth Corner. Or you can email priestisaacinstitute@gmail.com for a course sample. Give thanks.
Blessed Lord, I'm the Honorable Priest Isaac, founder of the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge. I welcome you to Evolution, creating the best version of yourself. Now, this is an innovative and inspirational course designed to bring the best out of any, I repeat, any individual. Whether you need the skills to stay motivated or the strategies to promote, market, and to effectively close your sales, this course promises to teach you the techniques to do so and more. Do you have a startup business? Do you have business partners? Are you the CEO, manager, or do you own the company? Well, the contents of Evolution was prepared specifically for you. It is a fact that once applied correctly, you will see an improvement in the standard and quality of your business, your team, and yourself in 21 days. Guaranteed. Evolution, creating the best version of yourself.
Evolution is an online business course training. To purchase this program, go to the website priestisaacinstitute.com for pricing and availability, or email courseadmin@priestisaacinstitute.com.
Blessed love, royal family. Give thanks for your presence with us. We glorify Kadamawe Haile Selassie on this wonderful and beautiful day, this wonderful and beautiful Friday, exactly 28 minutes now, moving on to the hour of 4 o'clock as we are looking to get into a beautiful and wonderful rest, the Sabbath day of rest. I welcome everyone to the third day of the Royal Business Webinar Day one, day two, I'm talking about sheer excitement and, of course, information and inspiration. And I'm sure everyone knows that today we are definitely looking forward to those who would have taken up the challenge to join us and pitch their business to the wider community. But family, today we will be speaking about sales. And as I said, we're not going to even spend too much time outside of the sales department as we are preparing for that Sabbath day of rest. Because remember, even in the scripture, when it says that the Most High took a Sabbath day of rest, the Most High didn't just wake up and say, hey, listen, I'm going to create the heavens and the earth, but I'm going to rest first. Let me take a rest first and cool out. Let me think about it, and then I'll come back and show you what's on my mind. No, he came and he created the stars. He created the moon. He created the sun. He created the fish. He created the fowl. He created you. He created me. The waters, the seas, the things you know about and the things that you do not know about. The Most High, male and female, father and mother of creation, created all of these things. And then the heavenly host, not just God alone, the heavenly host took that Sabbath rest. So the Sabbath rest is very key. But before you go into that Sabbath rest, you must make sure that you would have created something. Not just you would have done something, you would have created. It was creation that took place within that 6-day period before the Most High came and said, okay, let's cool out now. So that means the rest is good, the Sabbath is good, but you must show yourself approved before you step into that rest. So you must be able to bring to the table a couple stars. Look, I have some suns here. I created this forest. This is my planet that I formed. This is my product that I put together. This is my industry. I just did a lecture a few evenings ago. I just created a whole new software yesterday morning. I just closed 2-day deals within 3 days. You created something. You formed something. You brought life into reality. You solved someone's problem. So now you can go and take a rest, because you see, when you take the Sabbath rest, you reflect on all that you would have done. But if you didn't do anything, it's as if you don't even deserve the rest. So this is why now, day one, what did we speak about? Don't tell me you forgot. The mindset. The way that we think, motivation, that was the beginning. Before we started to talk about anything that had to do with promotion, sales, and inventory and all of that stuff, where did we begin? The way that we think, the way that we visualize the future. Some of us, we don't even visualize anything, we're just moving. And if we bump into a wall, we just turn around and go the other way. They have some toys like that. You ever see these toys, the wind-up cars or the wind-up robot? It just walks into the wall, and then when it walks into the wall, it just turns around and goes the other way until it walks into the wall again. Now, we can't be no wind-up robot. We need to have a road, a path, a map, a vision, a direction. Again, that's why we stay motivated to move, because we know where we are going. So we don't have a problem pressing down on the gas and driving fast, because we know where we're going. You don't drive fast when you don't know where you're going, not unless you're running from something. You understand? So being motivated is very key. And of course, in day two, we really went into the whole aspect of promotion and marketing. That was yesterday. And today, we'll be definitely going into sales. So, and this is going to cap it off. And we're going to have a wonderful expression today, you better believe it. And keep in mind again, Royal Family, we're talking about evolution. Evolution specifically bringing you to another level. Evolution actually creating the best version of yourself. So really, in the same way that our webinar, this 3-day webinar has been designed, it is the same way that the program Evolution is designed. It is designed into 3 sections: the mindset and motivation, promotion and marketing, and then you have sales. But you're getting here techniques, you're getting here the strategies now that will ensure, as the course promises, to keep you motivated and to raise your income. That is a guarantee. And of course, that has to do a lot with the individual that will be taken in the course. So again, if you are a manager, if you are a CEO of a business, if you are just a simple employee, or if you are the employer, if you are the human resource manager, if you are none of these things and you just need to understand what's the next step in life to keep motivated, to be motivated first of all, and understand your purpose, and again understand the strategies so you can step up and, as they say, to use the term capitalize, evolution. The program, the course was created for you. So it is a course specifically, again, 3 sections, 7 chapter per section. So it has been designed for you to take in literally by bite size. So in other words, you just take a little nibble today and another nibble tomorrow. It is nothing overwhelming, and you will see without a doubt daily your growth. So if you have a business, especially if you have a business partner, and both you and your business partner and your other business associates could take part of Evolution. So every morning you get up, you take in 5 minutes or 7 minutes or 10 minutes, depending on the length of the chapter. You make the notes, you listen to what we present to you, and then you go and put it into action. All you got to do is try it. I'm sure within 7 days, not even 7 days, the very first day, once you take what has been presented to you seriously, day 1, day 2, day 3, you come again, because we begin with the mindset. Again, if you have a business and you have 3 brothers or 3 sisters, 3 brothers, 3 sisters, 2 brothers and a sister, whatever, you have 3 employees under your wing, 5 employees, 2 trainees, whatever have you, especially if you have trainees. Evolution, the course, the program, creating the best version of yourself is perfect. I ain't gonna tell you nothing that's not the truth. It's perfect. Remember, I'm the one that created it, and I know what it can do. So for sure, family, Evolution itself, brand new course, again, 3 sections specifically designed for you to even present to your workforce, your work group, or yourself for individual growth, or for the growth of a company or industry or a small business, whatever have you. Because again, it goes into the mindset. It goes into promotion and marketing, again, with techniques and strategies. And then it also goes into sales, which we will be talking about today. So remember that Evolution officially will be released on the 7th of February. So enroll yourself today. You can pre-enroll. And remember, throughout the period of this webinar, we will be having a special offer of only $99 for Evolution. Remember, the value, as they say, is not really the value of it. The value of Evolution is way above the price. And you see, all of that is a part of the technique. At least for a person like me that creates services like this, I always make sure that the price is at least half or less than half of the real value as it relates to monetary value. For sure. So in other words, the price given to Evolution is $199. I am telling you, if any individual who is an expert in this field was to analyze Evolution, I mean, depending on who analyze it, it may go into the thousands. You know, they have training programs that are in the thousands and in the tens of thousands. I'm telling you, that's how it goes. But when you apply yourself to these training courses, you will learn how to make millions and even hundreds of millions. But it is up to you what you want to invest. So I'm telling you, 199. You may say, oh wow. I said, no, man. When it comes to building and strengthening and edifying yourself, for sure, it is a very worthwhile investment. So now, for those of you who are into sales, which obviously should be each and everyone should be into sales. Why? Can anyone tell me why everyone should be into sales? Come on, we spoke about this for the in the first program, I think in the second program too. Why? Because everyone is a business. And again, the first person that you have to sell to is yourself. Selling is almost like convincing you. So this is why the first person as such that you have to convince is yourself. You see, everything starts with yourself. That is why, as I said, promotion is like investing. You begin with yourself. So before you think about investing into anything, you must invest in yourself. We went through that yesterday, obviously. You have to take time for yourself, and you have to invest money into yourself as well. You have to edify yourself. If you are in a specific field, even without the field, forget about the field. You need to edify yourself in general. That's it. You need to know as much as you can know about the world that is around you. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't care if they call you a nerd. You need to know as much as you can know. It just should be your natural drive to have knowledge. And then now you're in a specific field. Whatever the field is, let's go into a literal field, the pineapple field. You should know everything about the pineapple. The fact that you see pineapple every day, I don't know what you do around the pineapple. Even if you just water the pineapple and they pay you $60 a day to do that, you should still know everything about the pineapple. So even when the experts come around and they're speaking about the pineapple and they speak about all the chemical attributes of the pineapple and they cannot remember one of the specific chemicals that the pineapple produces 3 times a year, you can remind them. And say, yes, it's such and such a chemical, Dr. Harvey. How did you know that, Bill? I studied this. Every day that I leave here and I go home, I study the pineapple. That's interesting. Okay, I didn't know that. So do you know the other pineapple? I couldn't remember its name that comes from Austria. Yes, and then you give him the pineapple name. Yes, that's it. I've been trying to remember that since last night. You're very good. All right. Come and talk to me after work. I want to have a discussion with you. You understand? Because, I mean, it's the mindset. It's the mindset. Everyone is a business. So if that is what you're into, you see, we have a kind of lazy way of thinking, you know. Pardon me. I hope no one is offended. I'm just telling you the reality. And it has a lot to do with the culture. No one was born lazy. That's why the motivation is key. Again, if you were lazy, you would not even be here. No lazy sperm win the race. If you were lazy, you couldn't be here. It's only one made it, and it's you, and you're here. How come you got lazy? An educational system, a system in general that doesn't really inspire you or even set the ground for you to grow and evolve. You understand? So it's up to you now. It's on your shoulders. It's your responsibility to elevate yourself. So now, as it relates to the business cycle and sales. Now, selling basically is the one of the main aspects of the business cycle. I mean, nothing really happens without sales. I mean, that's the target. That's the end result as such. sales. Anything beyond sales is more sales. So anything you're doing, promotion, that cannot be the end result. Marketing, that is not the end result. Creating the product, that could never be the end result. Sales, that is the target, that is the victory lap that you want to take now because you have closed a deal. Now, this is why in the business world, they have something that they call the sales cycle. And depending on where you look and which economic magazine you may read, you have different variations of the sales cycle. And I must say, whatever different variations you may see of the cycle and the funnel, they may have one thing before the other thing, but basically it's still the same thing and it's all okay as such. But there's some key aspects of the sales cycle that even the School of Economics doesn't seem to teach. And again, this aspect or these aspects of the sales cycle has a lot to do with the mindset. What is the sales cycle coming from the Harvard School of Business? So, number one, you find leads. Number two, you connect. Number three, you qualify the leads. Number four, you present. That is what you want to sell your product. Number five, you overcome objections. Number six, you close the deal. And number seven, you nurture. And as I said before, I mean, that's a good pattern to follow. I don't really necessarily have any problem with it. But because I understand the system, again, I know there's a bit there's some key aspects of the cycle that is lacking here. And even if you delve deeper into it and start to break it down, you still will not find emphasis given to the aspects that are missing. And before I get to the aspects that I think are missing, let's just look at the cycle that's in front of us. Again, you find leads. Obviously, just the term, if you do not understand the business term, leads, a lead, obviously something that will point you into the right direction so that you can find your audience, so that you can find the people that are going to buy from you. So remember what we're talking about? Sales. Before we jump too far in, let me again address my students here. I showed you it. Even if you're not working in the sales department, because you must understand, the School of Economics, believe me, they're not thinking like me. They may be thinking like me, but they're not teaching that aspect of this to those who come to learn economics. That even if you're not in any sales department, you are a salesperson. Which School of Economics teach you that you as an individual are a business? Which one? No. Leave that to the sales department. You go ahead and wipe the windshield. You do a very good job at that. I might give you a raise next year. You're surely getting a bonus for Christmas. Everybody gets a bonus for Christmas. What are you trying? You understand? So our idea is, if you are with day 2 and day 1 of this seminar, is a bit different. Hey man, when you push, it's good to find leads, but when you really push yourself, the leads find you. So the cycle says find leads, connect, qualify leads, present. Now, when you are really on your game, do you know that you would have already presented before your leads come to you? Let me show you. Let me give you an example. Okay, myself. Of course, I have several things that I present. As you know, I raise finance every year for the African History Month essay competition. I usually put more emphasis, obviously, in Antigua, where I am living and where I was born. Now, there's a difference, right? Follow me good. Find leads. How do we find leads? Okay, that's why they have enterprises that are designed to help people find leads. Do you want to find the right leads? Are you in carpentry? Are you in masonry? Contact this, that, and the third, and we'll help you find the best leads. Okay, so you jump on the phone and you call them. People there. It's the same way a brother can say, hey, Priest Isaac, what you say, man? Hey, you've been doing this essay competition for a while, man. I really appreciate it. Hey, listen, man, you can take it to another level. Tell me, have you ever checked, and he gave me the name, you ever checked Mr. Mac? Who's Mr. Mac? Mr. Mac, man, he has that big building over there. Go and check Mr. Mac. Man, he will help you in a second. Now, that's a lead. He gave me a lead. All leads are not good leads, you know. That's why you have to qualify the lead. All right, he gave me the lead. Mr. Mac, I may or may not know Mr. Mac. I'm just drawing a picture to you. Now, I go and check Mr. Mac. Now, there's a different, now listen now. When I go to Mr. Mac now, well, in my world, I will be presenting to Mr. Mac. To me, my presentation is what's going to qualify the lead. But anyway, maybe the business school has it a bit differently. But anyway, I'm going to present now to Mr. Mac. There's a difference when I say, good day, Mr. Mac. My name is Priest Isaac. And he says, yes, have a seat. Every year I do an essay competition as it relates to African History Month and the Afrocentricity of our children. Okay. I usually advocate for prizes that would entice the young mind so that they could be encouraged to write this essay competition. As you know, they do not have any interest in their Afrocentricity. Okay, in their what? In their Afrocentricity. What's that? The African heritage. Oh, okay. I'm not accustomed to too much big words, my brother. What you say your name? Priest Isaac. Okay. I like your clothes though. All right, sir. All right, go ahead. I'm listening. Now, that's one scenario. There's another scenario. Priest Isaac, yes. Mr. Big Mac will see you now. Thank you very much. I go inside. Good day, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, I'm Priest Isaac. Priest Isaac, okay, I finally put the face to the voice. Okay, yeah, man, I listen to you all the time on the radio. You have a lot of good things to say. All right, well, so what's going on today? Well, I'm sure you know every year I do an essay competition. Yes, I always hear you pushing the essay competition. That's good. That's some good work you're doing. Now, obviously, I done gone ahead. Obviously, I'm ahead of the game. Now, I'm just trying to show you that the business cycle says to find leads, connect, qualify leads, present. Nothing wrong. But if you are innovative enough, Harvard Business School, Bible cycle, sales cycle, cannot capsulate you in their economical world. This is designed to enslave you. Believe me. So when you now think outside of the box, that's why we think outside of the box. That's why I was showing you yesterday, we have all of these social media platforms. Most of us use them to tell people, well, good night, I'll see all of you tomorrow morning. That's what we use it for. Most of us use it to show people the latest shoes that we bought. Most of us use the social media to tell people what we're having for breakfast. But imagine if you rigorously use the social media to promote your business, whatever it is, whether you have a business, own a business, enterprise, solopreneur, that's an entrepreneur that is doing it himself, working for himself, and all of that kind of stuff, or herself. Or even if you have a partnership, or even if you are a laborer on the construction site of the brand new building, you can still promote what you do because you actually have ambition. Not because you are, no disrespect to anyone, not because you are a garbage collector. That doesn't mean you have ambition. Be the best garbage collector. When people see you come in, they say, oh yeah, it's here I like collect my garbage. These are the fellas, when they throw the rubbish in the rubbish truck, they just throw my can any place. He put it back right at the right place and he covers it. He even wipes it off. Believe me, people will look out for you and say, hold on, Sonny, hold on. I'm glad I see you this morning. You all come so early. Here's a $10. Buy something to drink. You're so nice. So it's all about the mindset because you're promoting yourself. You intend to own several garbage collection agencies in the future. Yeah, that's your goal. Your target may be to buy a garbage truck for yourself. That's a target. And then to get 10, but you have a bigger goal. So you may not really like picking up garbage, you know, but for sure you put your best foot forward. And you promote it while you're doing it. Let people know this is what you're doing. You have social media. Let people know. So even when, listen, this ain't no joke, you know. If that's where your heart is, that's not where my heart is. I'm not going to put no time into garbage collection. If your heart is into garbage collection and you strongly believe you have a future in that and an empire to build, well, you got to put everything into it, get thousands of people to observe you doing this and to admire you. So when you go down to the bigger person to get a loan to start your business, they say, you don't even know my children watch you all the time on Instagram. Yeah? They're the ones that say, Daddy, the trash man is on again. Okay. They say nobody cleans a street like you. All right. So I do private work too. Well, obviously you're trying to start a business so I can collect your garbage for a specific price. Well, the government collects it for free. Yes, sir, but that's once a week. I can come 3 times a week. You're very good, you know. You see, it's all the vibes, energy, mindset. Which business school teaching you this? Well, students, this is the business cycle. You got to find your leads. How do you find leads? I mean, come on. Then you connect. Come on. And then they ask you this in the exam, and if you get it wrong, you don't pass, you don't get your degree, you're a dunce. What a system, eh? All right. So, but you understand what I'm saying. I'm sure you do. I'm not really, as I said at the beginning, the cycles that you see, and the different cycles, they're not necessarily wrong, but I know they're lacking specific things. Now, this is another cycle or funnel, which really is, well, the funnel, if you connect it, you get a cycle. And this one begins with the prospects. Prospects are really qualified leads. You know, prospect like a prospective buyer. Remember yesterday we were talking about promotion. I'm itching to get back into that, but I don't want to spend too much time because you see, sometimes you're speaking and although you're ready to step to a next stage, you want to make sure one understand the previous stage. That's why promotion, again, is very key. So this one has a funnel now, which is obviously like a pipeline. And this is it. You have to literally fill up your pipeline there. This has prospect, leads, initial purchase, and repeat buyer. Then this one has leads, prospect, and then consumer. So you can see the difference here. You know, prospect, leads, initial purchase, buyer, and leads, prospect. And all of these models are coming from different, what do you call them, economic magazines, Forbes and these Business World, etc., etc. Okay. This is why I was saying yesterday that one of the key things is massive action. Family, as you notice, everything is really about the mind and the heart. Eh? Remember, we made our hand grow. Everything is about the mind and the heart. It's about the vibes. You got to be motivated. You have to have energy for this, even if you're a quiet person. It doesn't make a quiet person don't mean anything. I'm a quiet person. Maybe you just don't know me. I'm a quiet person. Eh? Yeah, I'm cool. So Priest Isaac, you're not saying anything? No, I'm okay, man. Yeah, nothing to say. Yeah. But I'm motivated. I'm ready for action. Even though I'm quiet and I'm cool, you know, my brain is jumping all over the world. Say, yeah, I got to do this. This got to be done. Hey, I got to get a pen and a paper. That's another thing. Make sure you write down your thoughts, pen and paper. Pen and paper, pen and paper. So inventory now. Why massive inventory? Because you're taking massive action. That's why I showed you yesterday, okay, for example, when you set a goal, you want to make $10,000 a day, you want to make $20,000 a day, and I took the time to highlight, for example, what we produce here at the Institute. Okay, for example, we have the evolution, pardon me, which is a revolution. Revolution is still a revolution. We have the evolution course. It's $199. The evolution course, creating the best version of yourself. We have the Ancient Astronomy Course, a similar price. We have the International Homeschool Program. We have the yoga courses. We have the cooking class courses. We have several books. We have several DVD documentaries. We have international Whole Food store online. We have a department store where you could get your clothes and our logos and icons on your hoodies and your jerseys and your shirts. You know, we do international tours. We to Kemet, Ghana, which we have coming up. We have hikes nationally to Greencastle Hill, plus ARCHAEOASTRONOMICAL courses where our students fly in several times a year and sit with us and do on the ground research on Greencastle Hill. That's ARCHAEOASTRONOMY. And I'm missing out several things. And I could go on and on, because over the years I would have taken my time and I would have associated myself with like-minded people, my family, and we would have taken our understanding, our expertise, and we would have created inventory, and we are still creating inventory. Now, obviously, when you say inventory, we may be thinking of a storeroom packed with a specific good. That's good, you know. So if you're selling a book, you should have several thousand copies put away. That's good, but that's not the level I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of inventory as it relates to your product and your service. That's what I'm talking about. So you're creating so much that becomes an inventory within itself, especially if it is something online. You see, those of you who are online, you are at a specific advantage. Those of you who sell eBooks, nobody's shying away from eBooks. A few people prefer the paperback and all of that stuff, and they love the feeling of turning the page and hearing the sound. So do I. But I would read an ebook. People would read ebook. It's not, you know, there's no great movement fighting against ebooks. You know, people would read ebooks. So if you create an ebook, you don't have to print no books. The person that doesn't have the ebook, he or she has to print the book every so often and make sure they have enough inventory in their storehouse of the book. But if you are a writer, build your pipeline. If that's what you're supposed to be doing, build your inventory, have several books, keep writing books, keep doing documentaries, keep creating courses, don't stop, because you're thinking massive. What's wrong with him? Me? Remember, you have big goals. You forget, we have big goals. We're not just trying to repair the roof. We have big goals, man. If you were to just think about your family alone, you should be thinking massive. If you have children, you should be thinking of generational wealth, because that's the next generation. You cannot leave them your job, you know. $2 million, well, I have $2 million in the bank, you know. They're okay. I don't think you understand what's going on. I think you missed the point. You should check the webinar yesterday and the day before. So this is massive action. I know it sounds, wow, this is like it's ridiculous. That's it. You got to think ridiculous, yet still realistic. You know why, family? You live in a jungle, man. It may look pretty and it's Christmas and all the lights and jingle bells and you're driving and everybody's happy and in the store and you know, it's just a nice, yeah. I'm telling you, boy. But you live on a planet and you live in a world where the circumstances can just change in a moment. We have seen that. We have seen that. And it only makes sense. The more economically secure you are, the better your chances. And money can't save you. I know. You're so right. Money can't save you. You're correct, boy. Wow, what was I thinking of? Wow, what was I thinking? Give the man a prize. Yeah, money can't save you. You know, when a massive tsunami is coming, you know you have time to get away, especially if it's coming from a distance. A tsunami could give you at least a good 45 minutes to move, you know. Yeah, 45 minutes to move. I'm sure if a tsunami was on its way, everyone that has a private jet, you have one? Money can't save you. Everyone that have a private jet would be on their way to the airport immediately. They don't even know where they're going, but they have enough money to go anywhere they want to go. But money can't save you. In a serious flood, just to have a boat in a yard, a good proper boat, and you can go into the boat. But it costs money. But money can't save you. Many one trust in the medical fraternity. And you know, when you have these emergencies and accidents, believe me, you're gone into some serious money. But money can't save you. Again, the mediocre thinking. I mean, if you're working for some job and you're making millions a year and you think you're okay, well, that's good. That's up to you. But me, man, because of the goals that I would have set, nah, man, this is a constant going forward to building an empire. So it will be nice to see that goal fulfilled. But until I see it fulfilled, I ain't stopping. So maybe your goals is just down the road and around the corner. But my goals is beyond the edge of the universe. And that's good, because as I said again, if you shoot for the moon and you miss, you still will be amongst the stars. That means your goals must be so massive that even if you hit 10%, which is really what usually happens, this is my point. Usually, most of the things that we aspire to be or to do, we only really get 10% of it done. Our dreams, most people don't live out their dreams. Most people don't hit their goals, but because they're trying to hit it, they reach somewhere, maybe halfway, a quarter of the way, or 1/10 of the way. So that's what I'm saying. Try to reach way beyond the horizon, you know, aim extremely high. Extremely high. You see, the further away your goal is, the higher you have to aim. That's my point. So if the target is right in front of you, let's just say the bullseye is in front of you, like 2 feet in front of you. You don't have to aim the arrow high. You just aim it at the bullseye, and if you miss that, well, something's wrong, and you let it go, and it flip one time, let it go, flip one time. But if the bullseye was 100 feet down the road, then now you would have to aim the arrow at the bullseye and then put it just a little bit higher. If the bullseye was 200 feet down the road, you would have to put the arrow a little bit more higher. If it was 300, 400, my point is, the further away your target is the higher you have to aim. That's good. So because you want to fulfill big things, you have to think much bigger, because the target is further away. So you need plenty inventory, family. That's what I'm saying. Now, not because you may not have it now, you may just have one book. I'm not telling you, well, listen, you got to write 50 more before you even hit the road. Impossible. You crazy? No, man. Man, you can hit the road before you write the book. Yeah. You can hit the road before you write the book. You see, this is why you promote yourself. This is why you build trust in the marketplace. This is why you prove your qualifications. So that now I could come and say, well, family, I have a book, not even a book. Let's straight and forward to you. Evolution. When did we say evolution is going to be released? The 7th of February. But ones are purchasing evolution. But they're not going to get it. They cannot be officially enrolled. Well, they're enrolled, but they're not going to, the class will not begin until the 7th of February. And it will be ongoing. The evolution course, the program. You understand? But they know they're getting a quality program. Even if they don't know me, this webinar alone shows them that, hey, this got to be good. Because they see me, they hear what I'm saying. Even the quality of the productions they may see in the ad. Even if they don't know me, they know me enough for the few days that they've spent with me that they will even take a chance then and say, well, yeah, I want to buy that evolution program that's going to come out the 7th of February. You understand? Much more those who literally know me, those of you who are on the several courses that we have, you're just waiting for more courses. Yeah. So I could say, yeah, the book, the documentary, look, the Santa Claus Massacre premiered last night. But it was on sale before it premiered. So when you know what you are into, that's what I'm saying. So you don't have to wait till you fill your inventory with 1 million books or 1 million shoes, whatever. If you have one shoe, if you create shoes and you have one design that you say like, this is the best, go and push the one design, but work on the others. Work on the others. Then say, hey, I have a new one. Wow, this is one. And this one is for the ladies. Oh, brother, you're on a roll. You get it? But you don't have to wait on that. In fact, you don't have to wait on the shoe. You could show them the design, the drawing, the 3D animation of it. Wow, that's how it's going to look? Yeah. Man, let me buy mine now. Understand? Yeah, man. Build family, I'm not asking you, man. I am not asking you. You live in the world just like me. And you know sometimes you got to be aggressive in what you do. Yeah. There's a jungle there, guys. I'm not telling you to be aggressive to no one. We haven't taught that yet. Be aggressive to yourself. Be hard on yourself. I didn't tell you to be hard on no one. Be hard on yourself. So obviously, now you are going to look for prospects. But keep in mind that your audience, your clientele is the whole world. Well, first of all, your audience is the whole world. That's number one. Your audience is the whole world. So you are supposed to be trying to reach everyone. Everyone's supposed to know you. Baby's supposed to know you. Okay? I don't know how you are going to do it, but if you sell dog food, dogs are supposed to know it. Dogs are supposed to know you. If you're selling dog food, people that sell children products, they target the children. So when the children and the parents are in the supermarket and the department, mommy, look him there, fuzzy wuzzy. They target the children. Mommy, I don't know fuzzy wuzzy right now. Mommy, I want fuzzy wuzzy. They get fuzzy wuzzy. I mean, yeah. If you could be so innovative, people walk with their dog. People drive their dog. Imagine the dog. Remember, you trade dogs, you know. Imagine the dog at the stoplight putting down the window and putting his head out the window and barking. barking literally at the poster of the dog food. Woof, woof, woof. Hey, put your head inside, Leroy. That's the name of the dog. Put your head inside. Woof, woof, Daddy, look, he's barking at dog chow. Woof, woof, woof. Oh, you want dog chow? It can happen, you know. It can happen. But you have to know, as this is showing you, your prospects. It could be the dog. Man, family, you think I'm crazy, eh? They have a selective set of people that live with their dog. Eh? Around, well, I wouldn't say around here because it's becoming a fashion now. But people drive with their dog. People live inside of their homes with their dog, and people watch television with their dogs. They're on the computer and their dogs right next to them. They're people that are into that level of relationship with their dogs. If you are into dog food and you put time and energy and money into the market and into the game, you must find a way to get to them dogs. Not me, I ain't gonna sit down and try to think about how to get the dogs, but that's your game. It may take 3 years for you to really figure it out, but then you get it. Because dog owners love their dogs, they will be attracted to dog things. So try to catch them. Just like how I would tell you, bring your children so they can watch what I'm going to show you. Tell you as the dog man will say, hey, bring your dog. Bring Rin Tin Tin. Bring K9. Bring Jeff. Let them sit down in the living room and I'm going to show you how to react to this. And then you show them. Family, this is not a joke. So as you can see, you are already expressing yourself to the world. Sales we're talking about. So it's good to look for your prospects. It's good to look for your leads. It's good to qualify your leads. But when you are on massive action, when you are on serious promotion, when you are grabbing all these social media, when you know that you have a budget for monthly advertising, you are promoting yourself. Remember, as I said yesterday, you got to promote who you are, promote what you do, and promote why you do it. Let the prospective customers know what's coming from your heart, because you're creating a family. You know, your customers are your family. You understand? That's why certain advertisements say, such and such pharmacy, where our customers are like family. You understand? You know? So now, but we're talking about sales now. Let's get direct sales. I have this in my hand. It's $5. Take it from me and give me the money. Sales. Well, it doesn't really work like that, but it could work like that. But again, the sale process begins a long time in, since you're working on yourself. But now the actual encounter now, the big day, when you are face to face with the buyer, a buyer that you were led to as such, a lead, someone that you got an appointment with. Now, as I said earlier in the program, for those who are just coming in, and if you're just coming in, make sure you watch this from the beginning. As I said earlier, there is a scenario when you go into the office because you have promoted yourself so much, the person that you're going to encounter already know who you are. Or there's a scenario where you got to start from scratch. So obviously, if you have already done them kind of works, your pitch to your prospective buyer must be easier. Or they know you. And don't get caught up with them trying to, oh, that's you? I'm glad to meet you. I watch you all the time. And because they may be just leading you away from the mission you came there for. You came there to pitch them a deal, to give them an offer, to make some sort of sale, and to leave with their finance, and they have your product or service. That's what you go there for. No too much and no long chit chat. You understand? But obviously, family, presentation is a key, or the key. One of the keys, I guess. Several doors, but presentation is key, I should say. And when I say presentation, yourself. Of course, in the business world, I don't know what you're into, but dress for the part. I mean, you know what I'm into. I'm into Rastafari. I dress for the part. You understand? But one thing, I dress to impress. So you got to dress to impress. I don't think we have to go too deep into this. Mommy taught us all of these little, tricks of the trade. Make sure you smell good. Make sure the hygiene is proper. The oral hygiene is good as well. Make sure the clothes is neat and well ironed. If it is a clothes that needs to be ironed. There are different types of clothes. You don't have to have on a suit and tie. I should. Me, without a doubt, I'm not going to put on any suit and any tie. Robe and turban all the way. But when I come into your office with my robe and turban, you can see I am about business. I didn't come here to play around. I didn't even come to have church with you. You understand? You can feel the business atmosphere that is walking into your office, maybe the robe and turban that I chose, even the shoes that I chose to come into your office with, the demeanor that I carry, your presentation, you understand? Obviously, you don't want to come in like some kind of, like you're the Godzilla or King Kong and you're upset with the world. You want to come in with a pleasant smile, a pleasant aura. Good day, how are you? You have to keep it joyous. You're not a clown, so we're not grinning and skinning. All of this is important to you. All of this is important. You're building confidence. In the same way I'm talking to you, you can talk to yourself and say, listen, I'm going to check this man. I'm not going to be there too long. He ain't going to run me around the bush. You understand? I'm not going to be disrespectful, obviously. You understand? But I'm getting straight to the point. You understand? And you can do that. You can do that. You can get straight to the point without getting straight to the point. Huh? You can get straight to the point without getting straight to the point. You don't want to run a buyer away. But listen, man, this is serious. When you have to go and give a pitch, you may have an appointment. That's good. You may be making a call. That's good too. But you see, when you're making a call, remember the person you're calling don't even expect you. You may be calling a person that has no time. And usually, if the person is quote unquote important, they don't have no time. That's why they may have a receptionist to tell you, well, he's busy right now, and we can't give you his number. You can call back at this time. Let me take a message. You understand what I'm saying? So when you have something to pitch and you get an opportunity to pitch this product or service that you have to know how to take full control of 30 seconds. You have to know how to take full control and dominate 20 seconds. If you are skillful, you have to know how to dominate 10 seconds in making your pitch. No, it doesn't always demand that. But because of the fast-paced business world that we live in, and depending on what you're pitching, in fact, no matter what you're pitching, because remember, you're pitching yourself. So if you paint houses there, you understand. If you paint houses, or if you paint in general, you don't just want to paint houses in the community when somebody wants their house painted. You go and look for the houses to paint. You go and look for the big buildings to paint. Hey, this is a big building. This looks like $1 million job. You understand? So what? You got to go and make the pitch. Sometimes you have to pitch to the first person you meet. It may be the receptionist. But then again, you have to know, you cannot be exhausting yourself. So you call the business or you go into the business and you don't have to be ashamed. Good day. My name is such and such. I'm the owner of whatever your paint company is. And we paint buildings and houses and even containers. In fact, you may be even into car painting too, but you have all of these things covered. And you let them understand that we would like to offer you a deal as it relates to repainted your building. We clearly see that it hasn't been painted in the last 3 years, and I can give you a real good offer as far as repainting your building. Now, I'm not a paint specialist, but you may have some sort of paint that is weather resistant or can destroy termites or whatever paint does. And before you go too far into chattering, because you know more than likely this may not be the decision maker, but you have given them an idea, because you don't know how sharp the receptionist is, you know. Because sometimes, even though you do not speak to the person you need to speak to, if they have a good receptionist, the receptionist can say, oh yes, boss, this person called today from a paint company and he wants to paint over your building. We don't have no time for that. Okay, but he did say that he has a quality of paint that when you use it, you don't have to repaint the building for the next 5 years. Plus, you remember we had the problems with mold. He says this is mold resistant. And he gave me a very good price, because I remember the last price that you paid for when these fellas from down the road came. Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. But I'm not ready to pay. Well, he's going to call me back tomorrow. He said, you know, I should give you an idea of what it is. And he wanted to make an appointment. No, I don't want to pay. Well, he just wanted to have an appointment to see you. Is it possible? He said just 10 minutes. All right. You remember I'm free on Thursdays. I have an open door policy. You know that. Okay, I'm going to make him come Thursday. Because you know personally, again, from the other end, you have to know for sure, are you the decision maker? Of course, you're going to meet people that are chewing gum. The boss ain't here right now. Please call back, sir. And they hang up and all of that stuff. No, obviously, you can't live on one person. If you're making calls, you got to be calling 10, 20 people. But don't give up on anybody. Come back around again. If the call doesn't work, go into the store. I mean, you're not living on one business, you know. If you don't get them today, go into the store. It may not be today. It could be 2 weeks from now, but you have it on your list of things to do. You have all the businesses that you want to check, all the prospects. What? Prospects. All the buildings in towns are prospect. You are a painter. Every building has on paint. Every building is a prospect. They are a prospective customer. That's how you have to see it. And until you get a flat no, you can't give up. And even when you get a flat no, you can still be consistent and persistent. Nothing wrong with that. It's your business. It's how you survive. This is what you do. You have a team. You have people to pay. So again, your pitch. So if you get to the right person, oh, good day, sir. It is a joy that I have the opportunity to speak to you. My name is such and such, and I represent such and such paint company. Yes, Sheila told me, she spoke to me very good, sir. I'm sure she also explained to you of the top quality hydroponic. I just call something out of my head. Eh? That's just a term I just picked. Don't laugh. Paint that we have that is mold resistant, fungi resistant, and will last for 10 years. That is what she told me. She said you wanted an appointment. When are you going to come in? I could be there right now, sir. Right now? What do you mean right now? I'm 10 minutes away. You were joking. Because even you, in your wits, you made sure you were close to the office before you made the call so you can come 10 minutes away. No, there are things you can do beforehand, you know. You make a call to an individual and you try to pitch your product. Most people don't have no time. And even if they have time, they weren't doing anything, you know. They were just sitting down and the phone rang, but they didn't expect you. So to sound like they're too important, okay, hold on, I'm a busy person. What are you talking about? All right, I have the best and whatever you're selling. I have the best concrete mixer. I know that you're in the construction business. I just brought in 10 concrete mixers from XYZ, and they are fuel efficient, just assuming they use fuel, they're fuel efficient, and they do not burn that much electricity. Whatever concrete mixers do, you have it, you pitch the best aspect of the product, and he may be just telling you, listen, brother, I don't have no time for that. Send me an email. I already sent you an email. It's in your inbox. Now, you see what you did? You obviously, if you are in the game, you expect the objections. Let us return to what the business cycle says, overcoming objections. So all I am telling you here is something you are going to encounter. Remember, if you are selling something, especially if you are literally in what they call sales. You can be easily deflated when you knock on a door and the person says, we're not buying today. You knock on the second door and the person says, we're not buying today. You pick up a call, the phone, and you call, we can't speak right now. You pick up the phone again and you call, we don't want none of that anymore. You get easily deflated. This is why overcoming objections is important. This is why even practicing and role playing, literally practicing, is important. Me speaking to you is I'm practicing. You understand? I'm practicing because practicing means you got to practice every day, not because you're LeBron James mean you stop practicing. You got to practice every day to be the best. So even before you come to the real game, you've been practicing with your teammates. Yeah, you practice with the people that you work with. That's why you all supposed to be on the same page. So if you really are in a sales office, you should be role playing daily, even if it's for 10 minutes. So you sharpen your sword. So you learn how to handle objections. Because if you're selling, that means you got to make dozens of calls a day. You will be rejected. People are going to tell you, I don't have no time. How are you going to handle that? You must be able to skillfully hold on to a person on a call without offending them and still selling them at least the idea that you have. I wonder if you get what I'm saying. Well, Priest Isaac, $199. That is too expensive. No, it's not too expensive. Maybe they just cannot afford it. I'm not going to tell them that. Priest Isaac, wow, $199 for the course. Wow, that's a bit expensive. I understand how you feel. I know how the economy is. But the reality is the value of it really is triple time the cost. Now, I must say, I would have assisted you. We just had a special offer on it, but let me show you what this product can give to you, and then I explain the problems that it can solve. Because in reality, most people don't have a problem with the price of a product. Once it can solve their problem, they will pay for it. But you have to know what problem you're solving. And that is why when you have an inventory packed with different services, you have different problems that you can solve. I have an ancient astronomy natal chart reading document program. I've expressed it. I have promoted it. I have marketed it. Even if you never contacted me about it, you have seen me take dates and I would have read the astronomical chart live on the air and radio and TV, all these things. I'm into that. So you can clearly see that that's my field. Now, you knowing your ancient astronomical natal chart reading may not solve your problem. Maybe it doesn't mean anything to you, but to some people, me, Priest Isaac, being able to tell you you were born on this date, this time, this year, this is what your natal chart says. That solves a lot of problems for them. I wonder if you follow me what I'm saying. You understand? So once you have a product that can solve people's problems, you're already on your way. So that's what you need to do. So when an individual is telling you about price, you must be able to say, okay, I understand. Not drop your price. I understand. Don't be ashamed to say, I understand. There's a thing where they say the customer is always right. Not so. The customer is not always right. But if you're trying to sell a customer, brother, don't argue with the customer. I know some people are just outright rude, but it's all right. if there is a one time that you really had to put a very rude person in their place, these things happen. But sometimes we unnecessarily go there. You don't have to go there. Don't be offended. Even if they say, oh, that product ain't good, you don't have to be offended. You don't have to take it personal and say, give me back my thing. Who is you? You know how long. You don't have to go there. It's all right. This is business. That's EPMD say. This is business. This is not personal. Business never personal. The same rude and obnoxious customer or prospective customer may be an actual customer in the future. It would have happened many times just because you would have been persistent. So your pitch, how you present yourself, how you present yourself physically, that's a pitch right away. How you smell, how you look, how you sound, good day, your greetings, blessed love. You understand? And do not take too long to present your product. Do not take too long to present your product. You don't have to rush it. Yes, practice your pitch, but be free when you go in and sit down. Thank you very much. So tell me, what are you here for? Well, yes, my name is Honorable Priest Isaac. I represent the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge. I have an international homeschool program that is sure to bring your children here at the nursery up to a level or a quality of, psychological outlook that you would be very, very satisfied with, specifically in the field of Afrocentricity and the sciences like astronomy and even biology. It is an online program. It is very economical and extremely efficient, very concise, very comprehensive, you see. Now, even speaking, they're listening. But I can't keep going on and going on now because I sound pretty and sound nice. And I have to start to hit some key points. Even in my discourse, I have to let them know, you must understand, early child learning is very important. This is why a lot of children are going astray, because early child learning is missing a lot of the efficient aspects of education that will bring the child to a higher level, to a betterment of themselves. You understand? The program is very economical. It's only $199, and after a year, there's a monthly payment. Don't be afraid to give price. You selling something, give the price. You don't have to wait till the end of the presentation to give the price. Don't be afraid. Be confident. Pitch with confidence. Look people in the eyes. Give them a nice smile, man. Don't be too bullish. Nice little bow. How are you? Blessed. Be nice. Don't rush it. Take your time. Speak clear words. Don't rush at all. Don't let nobody frighten you, especially if you see them relax. Yes. Some people answer you like that. Good day, sir. Yes. I just wanted to, all right, hurry up. So it's all about being witty. When you get that sort of attitude, return with a gentle, very good. Nice office you have here. Yeah, all right, all right. I don't have no time to waste. What do you want? Well, my good brother, first of all, it's a joy that I could come and sit with you. I have a program here that will benefit you and your company. Now, you see, I just get to the point right away. I just know my name. I have a program that will benefit you and your company. I can double your income in 2 months. Huh? So he wants to know how I can do that. Even if he don't believe me, he gonna give me an extra 50 seconds to tell him now. He's like, yeah, how you can double my income in 2 months. And he actually get comfortable now to hear from me how I can double his income in 2 months. So what I did there with this obnoxious big boss behind his desk, his office full of cigarette smoke. I shouldn't even have gone in there, but I went. Yes, what you want? Not even looking up. Well, yes, sir, my name is Priest Isaac. All right, I don't have no time right now. Well, the secretary said that I could come in. She always says that. Anyway, have a seat and hurry up. I don't have no time. Yeah, you just tell him that you can double his income. Whatever the problem, see, that's why you have to have a product that's solving problems. That's my point. So that you can be confident. You see where everything comes in now? Confidence. You're sure. You don't have nothing to worry about. I don't think you get none of this in business school. The follow-up now. Very important. You know what follow-up means? You left the office and the businessman or the businesswoman said, I will think about it. You have a nice product, I will think about it and get back to you. And of course, it's good to say thank you very much. Could you give me an estimated time of your correspondence back to me? About 2 weeks or so. Give them the time. Whatever time they give you, give them the time. And then give them a little bit of time after that, and of course, follow up. If you left the office and they said, we're not interested in that at all, depending on how much you try to convince them, and you decided, okay, the convincing is over, still follow up. If they say, oh, we will definitely take this product, just give us a little time so we can organize certain things, follow up. The point of making, you got to follow up until you are convincingly sure that you would have exhausted all chance whatsoever of them purchasing this product. You keep following up. So make sure you follow up. Now, the following up can be tough. Didn't I tell you we don't want any of that? You see, you have to always be ready to handle rejection. If it's one thing with me, I'm not encouraging no one to be pesty or to be arrogant or to be disgusting to anyone. In fact, some businessmen are that aggressive. Yeah, you got to be aggressive, but be skillful in your aggression. Be skillful. The aggression is to yourself. Be skillful in your movement. Remember, you have different ways of following up. Follow up by email. So you should have your email list. That is why you do your best to get the phone number of the person that you want to follow up with. When you contact it, this is why I'm encouraging you to get Evolution, where we go into the strategies. When you contact the business and you're speaking to the secretary or the receptionist, well, my sister, could I get his phone number so I could speak to him directly? No, sir, Dr. Paul doesn't give his phone number out. Okay, my sister, I would like to send a message to Dr. Paul. I'm going to send it on your WhatsApp, and I would like you to WhatsApp him on his phone the message. Can you do that for me, please? He knows me very well. All right, I will do that. You see, so you don't just give up. You find some way, some means of getting the message to Dr. Paul. So you continue to follow up. It should be your daily thing. You don't got nothing to do but work. So you wake up today, who do I have to follow up on? You have your list, your targets, people you have to call back. Cold calls. You know what's a cold call? When the person don't expect you and the person don't want to hear from you and he tried all sorts of ways to push you off. It's a cold call. So make sure you continually follow up. And then, of course, the all-important closing the deal. You understand? Closing the deal. They have a phrase where they say it is not over until the fat lady sings. And that is really when you close the deal. When you sign the contract, when the payments are made. Do you know every time somebody comes into your store and say, hey, or your cook shop, yes, Ross, just give me a height of rice and some sauce. Yeah, man, give thanks. Well, this tastes nice. How much will I have? $10? Good. Bam. You just close a deal. You close all like 10 deals in a day. You understand? You have customers that eat by you every day. Oh, well, you closed that deal a long time. That's a contract that you have, an unsigned contract. Close the deal. And then again, you provide the service after the deal is closed. So not because a person comes and buy item from you every day, or at your restaurant, they come and buy a plate of food every day, mean you're going to now take them for granted, or they know where they have to sit. Still go and make sure you, and have someone pull out their seat for them, even if it's a man or a woman. How are you, sir? Good to see you again today. All right. You're alone today, eh? Yes, I came alone. My companions said they're going somewhere else for lunch. All right. Okay, what would you have? The regular? You know, you continue to give them good service. When they leave, give them a little muffin for their friends that usually came with them, but they didn't come today. So next time their friends will consider, what? They sent us a little muffin, even though we didn't go there today. We should make sure we go there more often and patronize. It's all in the service. Remember, it's very important that you should literally give more service than you are paid for. That's like a rule. That's an honest rule. That's a moral rule. Because when it comes to business, you have to have a real strong zeal for morality. Yeah, man, you don't want to be playing with growth and wealth, and you have lost your moral soul and your integrity and these things. That is why, you have to be careful. That is why trying to get rich, especially in the entertainment world and the sports world and them things, you have to be careful. And joining this fraternity and joining this club and joining them fellows here, odd fellows, all kind of things, and make them do all sort of things just so you could have a brand new Jeep. Can you imagine that? No, man, you work hard. You think deep. Just follow the instructions that you would have received from myself in these past 3 days. I am positive if you just follow the instructions you received in these past few days alone, if you go back and watch webinar 1, day 1, 2, and 3, and just apply what your brother has told you, I promise you, you cannot deny me that your income will improve. Let's assume it doesn't double, but it will improve. Come on, it's impossible. It's impossible for you to listen to these 3 days of webinar and even just attempt 20% of what I say, and your income don't improve. It's just impossible. It's not me saying so, it's just a natural aspect of nature. So obviously, if you are to literally take in what I'm teaching here, no matter who you are, you understand, even if you are a millionaire, for however you got the millions, it doesn't mean you cannot apply more energy as such to the mindset, to your motivation, promotion, marketing, sales. You understand? So it's not necessarily about, you could have a program. The program is not about making millionaires. The program is about doubling your income. You see the science? So you make a specific income now. And because you add or you apply specific strategies and techniques, you double it. And then obviously, when you double that and you add specific strategies and techniques again, what will happen? You will double that as well. And then, same thing, when you add specific techniques and strategies and you keep adding the techniques and strategies, that means you just continue to double and double and double and double and double until you continue to grow and grow, because you would have created a technique or a program that has been designed and works to double the economy. So as old people say, take your time and walk fast. So again, family, what we're going to do, we're going to be inviting, I think we have 1 or 2 individuals who will be making a pitch today of their business I'm just inviting everyone to enroll into Evolution. Remember, this is it now. Evolution is only for $99 at the end of today. Remember, it has been going for $99 for the fullness of the webinar. Evolution, creating the best version of yourself. It is a 3-section course, a program specifically designed to inspire and innovate individuals, partners, employees, employers, managers, CEOs, the owners of the businesses, whoever you may be, anyone, your children, your parents, they should sit around your computer when you're going through your evolution classes, family. Remember, evolution is designed to even give you strategic technical advice towards, again, financial growth, towards keeping, staying, and getting and staying, I should say, motivated even in the way going forward. Now, remember again, family, you can definitely visit our website. That's priestIsaacInstitute.com. That's priestIsaacInstitute.com, and you will definitely get a copy. Well, you can get many things at the Institute, but you can definitely get an opportunity to enroll into the Evolution webinar, creating the best version of yourself. And I'm just reminding you again, family, you don't have to do the work. No, the work has already been done. This is what I'm saying. You're investing into yourself. You're investing into your company. Well, you have to do the work, you know. I'm talking about the trading aspect. You have a trucking business. You have 4 or 5 brothers that work with you. Some of them may be your cousins. I know the way. I understand. You see, family, don't get me wrong, eh? We all patronize different businesses. And many times I observe that these employees, volunteers, whatever, they could do with some good training. And, you know, sometimes we don't want to get too serious, man. I have a nice little business, man. I have my brothers working with me and my cousins and their friends, you know, and I pay them good, and I taught them how to run the backhoe. I taught them how to drive the truck. And yeah, man, these youths, I take care of these youths. That's good. That's happening all over. But have you really invested like finance and time into training these youths? Not how to drive the trucking, not how to run the backhoe, but specifically how to manage their mindset, how to stay motivated. We all know the youths of today are going here and there and like the ping pong ball on you know, up and down. So they do need a certain level of guidance. Again, what we would have taught in these last 3 days is nothing that you will be getting in the schools, for sure. So this is why the Evolution program, it is a course, an online course, and just be clear, designed for your growth, designed to create the best version of yourself. Me talking, me showing you the stats, that alone cannot do it. You will have to now make the decision to apply yourself to the literal training that you're getting from us. And what I'm saying, the instructions that you will get will not be hard to literally fulfill. I am sure everyone agrees that what you have heard in these past 3 days of webinar is nothing really hard to do. Obviously, you have to put your mind to it. Obviously, you have to stay hungry. Obviously, you have to really be, you know, disciplined. You have to make up your mind not to be passive. You have to make up your mind not to procrastinate. Procrastinate, as they say, is the thief of time. So that means you keep putting off what you could have done today for another day. I'm not saying that you should not be strategic in your thought, because I personally, my spirit is a tiger. So that means at least the tiger is one of my animal spirits, I should say. So when I see my prey, I don't just jump up and run it because I see it. You understand? That's me. Now, some people may be like that, but I'm not like that. But I take my time and I stalk that prey. And I can sit down in the thick bushes for hours watching that prey. And before you can blink, I have the prey on the ground. You go and watch any tiger documentary. You go and watch any tiger documentary and see how many times they show you when the tiger actually grabbed the prey. You see the tiger in the bushes, you see the antelope, and then you just get some dramatic music. And then you see the tiger dragging the antelope. Why is that? Because the tiger was so swift that the cameraman missed it. And he was watching the tiger for hours, but when the tiger, bam, they'll say, oh man, I missed it, man. Again. That's how a tiger strikes. Man, they catch the lion all day long because you see the lion running down the antelope or the whatever it is, the zebra, jump and everybody maul it. But the tiger, bam, it's so swift. Step down. You see? So again, that mentality, again, that's why I'm highlighting the young ones. Remember the young ones, the young minds, especially if you have young ones working with you. You have a lumberyard, you work in construction, you know, you renovate swimming pools, you lay tiles. A lot of you that lay tiles and these different things, you have young people from your community working with you. I'm trying to show you, family, that now is your opportunity where you actually have a program where somebody that can connect with these people, not no inflated Mr. Nose up in the ear think he teaching you the sales cycle. Someone that can communicate with them. This ain't no joke, eh? This is serious. Remember, we also do online trading, you know. So we can have an online training with your whole team for an hour or for 2 hours, for days or for a week. I can set a package together that would be specifically designed for the type of business that you have, for the amount of employees that you have, and I would train them in this same field. I can't train them to fix the pipe. I can't train them to change the tire. You got to train them to do that, but I can motivate them. I can train them the skills to discipline themselves. That's what I'm showing you. It's already in evolution. You can just buy the package for $199, or for sure, you can definitely look into deeper packages that we have, as I said, online training, where we ourselves would leave our residence and come to you wherever you are in the world, and we could also perform these courses with your team. This is how it's done, family. That's why it's evolution. That's why it's created the best version of yourself. Family, give thanks to the life given, the keeper of life.
Blessed Lord, I'm the Honorable Priest Isaac, founder of the Priest Isaac's Institute of Holistic Knowledge. I welcome you to Evolution, creating the best version of yourself. Now, this is an innovative and inspirational course designed to bring the best out of any, I repeat, any individual. Whether you need the skills to stay motivated or the strategies to promote, market, and to effectively close your sales, this course promises to teach you the techniques to do so and more. Do you have a startup business? Do you have business partners? Are you the CEO, manager, or do you own the company? Well, the contents of evolution was prepared specifically for you. It is a fact that once applied correctly, you will see an improvement in the standard and quality of your business, your team, and yourself in 21 days. Guaranteed. Evolution, creating the best version of yourself.
Evolution is an online business course training. To purchase this program, go to the website priestIsaacInstitute.com for pricing and availability, or email courseadmin@priestIsaacInstitute.com.
Family. I mean that family. Our youths, our young ones, our children, we need them, redeem them, and clean them. You see them, or else the enemy will come and scheme them. Family. I mean that family. Education for the nation that's full of salvation, biology, astronomy, and African theology, geography. Family. I love that family. Whatever the age or the stage, that youth will be engaged with tutorials, activities, and videos from the studios of the Priest Isaac Institute of Holistic Knowledge. Family.
The International Homeschool Program is designed and recommended for all ages. The psychological state of our children is very important, especially in the environment that most of us live in. The International Homeschool Program provides online classes, activities, and videos that are fun for the youth and edifies them of their African heritage as well as the higher sciences. To enroll your family today, visit www.priestIsaacInstitute.com, go to the main website, and search for Youth Corner. Or you can email priestisaacInstitute@gmail.com for a course sample. Give thanks.